On Wednesday, June 13th, 2012, Uncle Troy set out to do the impossible, to play Minecraft for 24 hours straight and win the game. This is his story. Hey folks, Uncle Troy here. As you can see, it is now 10 p.m. and I've been playing Minecraft since noon, with a few breaks, of course. So this makes it hour number 11 of the challenge, and I'm actually further along than I thought I would be. I did not think I would be to the nether by this point. I did not think I would have a bunch of blaze rods by this point. So I guess in that respect, I'm further along than I thought I would be, and I may finish this in less than the original 24 hours. On the other hand, I've only seen like 2, maybe 3 Endermen, so I've only have like 1 Ender Pearl. So I don't have a bunch of Ender Eyes, which is what you need to find the strongholds, and of course to find the portal to the end so you can take on the dragon. Also, when I was running around in the nether, I used up most of my arrows. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to get more arrows, and of course the easiest way to do that would make one of my patented skeleton spawner traps. But unfortunately I've not found a skeleton spawner yet. The only spawner I found was a zombie spawner, which did give me, I think, an iron sword and an iron helmet. So I did get... Sorry, I was just noticing my little doohickey here for my headphones, and I was afraid that I had placed it to mute. And I was kind of concerned about that because I hadn't messed with it lately. So I was concerned that if it was set on mute, it had been set on mute for the entire 11 hours I've been recording. Okay, back to work. And yes, I just referred to playing Minecraft as work. Alrighty, it's after 10 o'clock, which means we are in hour 11. Oh, and I'm really feeling it, buddy. But initially I said this would take me 24 hours. So I suppose I'm doing pretty good. Alright, I think we're still in the nether. Yeah, we are. And here's our blaze spawner trap. It's sort of manual. You get the blaze's attention. Then you hide here behind this closed door until they get close. And then you tickle their toes. Until they drop you a blaze rod. And then you stand here again until they drop some more down. I've basically made about a 3x3 section there around the blaze spawner, plus some directly above the spawner because the blazes were spawning up there and not falling down. Come on. If I didn't want you to spawn, you would already be spawning. Alright, yeah, he's about to spawn something. Yes, there we go. And if you're fast enough, you can get back here before they start throwing fireballs at you. You do not want them throwing fireballs at you because the fireballs can land out here, and then when you kill them and they drop a blaze rod, it lands down there in the fire and burns up, which makes no sense whatsoever, because blaze rods are, so powerful. And everything about blazes is fireproof, and just makes no sense to me. It'd be like a bucket of lava burning up if you throw it into lava. And yes, that does happen. Oops. Have to remember to keep the hunger bar topped off. Stand here at the door and taunt them. And then you smack them in the toes. And did I get a blaze rod that time? No, I didn't. Okay. And if you missed the episode, this is the nether portal, which I hoped would be a shortcut back to base, and instead it takes me further away from base in an abandoned mine shaft. And the pumpkins now, the faces face back toward home, back toward home base. Let's see, let's rearrange some of this a little. Don't need that, don't need that. Let's see, we've got... There we go, nice place for that. And if we go over, not over here, over here, we can go to a place which has another wart farm. And I may come back here and gather up some nether warts and move them closer to the portal, so that I can grow nether warts without having to come all the way over here. Alrighty. There we go. Now we're perfectly safe. Well, actually, I'm not entirely sure this is safe. Maybe have, yeah, pickaxe maybe faster. No. Yes, no, maybe. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? There we go. And we're going to block this off using some of these spare bits of actually, that probably wasn't the best idea to use that, but I'm not doing this. I'm not kind of, whoa. There we go. I'm not a best of ideas guy right now. Yeah, I think my best of ideas ran out quite a while ago. And this is actually very close to the another portal we came in on. So I feel kind of good about that, and it was in the very first direction we searched, so I feel kind of good about that. Can you put a torch? Hey, you can put a torch on top of a pumpkin. Or a jack-o'-lantern. That's kind of neat. Alright, I really don't need any glowstone, but it's taken all my willpower not to go on a glowstone expedition. Oops. Alrighty, is it dark? Looks like the moon is rising. Now I'm going to run down here real quick and put away these glowstones, or blaze rods. Put away this extra stuff and make a quick trip right back to the nether, because several times now I have said I'm going to leave a chest and an extra flint and steel here in the nether, and we'll stick it back here in the corner where it is relatively safe, and we will stick this extra flint and steel back here so that worst comes to worst, we can get back. And actually I'm going to leave some cobble around it, so if a ghast decides to shoot a fireball back here, it will be protected. Unless it's a direct hit, but I can still access it from right here. Yes. And because I almost ran off the edge here, we're going to give this a little bit of a lip here. Yeah. Alright, back to the overworld, where it should be good and dark. And we are looking for Enderman. And this sheep is going to die because I let him away. I gave him the opportunity to not bother me anymore, and he chose to continue to bother me. And that little marker there is where I came up through a pretty good sized, I call them wells, when the cave tends to just go straight down. Alright, we're just going to go this way and look for Enderman. And if not Enderman, we're going to look for skeletons so that we can get their arrows. And if not skeletons, then we're going to ignore them. For example, I really don't need spiders or creepers. Of course, we could get more and more experience. And let's let's see. Now we're back in the overworld. I can put a water bucket here on the bar. Yeah, I think that's my general layout, something like that. And I'm going to pour a bunch of water at random just to wash away this tall grass, because it bugs me. Alright, Mr. Creeper, you've got to go. Sprint and hit. And leaning back away from the screen does not help, by the way. Okay, good, good, good. Hello, Mr. Spider. Didn't necessarily need spider eyes, but okay. We are still looking for Enderman. No Enderman. Okay. See another spider over here. And I think I saw some skeletons swimming over here. Naturally, when I come back to check on them, it's nothing but a zombie. Nope, there's some skeletons over there. Since I have all sorts of projectile protection enchantments on my armor, this should be relatively simple, he says. I usually say something like that about something being relatively simple or easy just before things go all, as the British say, all pear-shaped. Not sure exactly what that means, other than through context, you know, that it's bad. Alright, several more skeletons. You were supposed to shoot him in the back and distract him. Do you not know your job? Whoops. Good job, Mr. Spider. You very nearly snuck up on me. Oops. And you were just the distraction for the assassin spider here. Alright, good. Another skeleton. Yep, now I'm trapped in the water. And somewhere near lava, from the sounds of it. Skeleton, skeleton, skeleton. And I forgot to let my hunger bar run out again. Look out, he's gonna blow. And I'll have to fill in this creeper hole later. First, I've got to take out a few more skeletons before the sun comes up. Ah, did you see me strafe and very skillfully dodge that arrow? That was not I did not plan that. That was not planned. Alrighty, what do we do here? We put down a layer of cobble. Followed by a layer of dirt, which makes it much more resistant to creepers in the future. So we'll need to do the same over here. I think I will start by knocking the tops off some of these hills over here to free up more dirt. And I think what I'll end up doing by the time this is over is making one big flat plane here where I can run back and forth, trying to hunt for Enderman. And of course, the flatter it is, the easier it will be for me to do so. And I'll often put a torch down here in the bottom so that nothing spawns down here. Just in case. And that's how you make a hole creeper resistant in the future. Alright, let's get back to the base, see how we're doing. And I didn't pick any of those up, did I? I am completely out of inventory room. So, goodbye, Mr. Flower. I'm afraid I don't need you. Alrighty, now. Let's put away some of these seeds we don't need. And we can use sugar canes. Another flower we don't need. What was I going to do? Use sugar canes to make books. See how many books we've got. Oh good, we got enough for another bookshelf. Bookcase, book, whatever. And let's put aside some of this stuff we don't need right offhand. Extra flint and steels we're not using. Gunpowder, another light gray wool. Put aside some of our extra cobble. Keep one stack handy. I'm going to go ahead and put our nether rack in there. As you can see, we are slowly filling in the bookshelf, and it just occurred to me the way I placed that torch. There, we'll do that. Let's see, what else do we need to do? We need to check our wheat farm. Oh, I could have just walked across there, huh? Yeah, not a whole lot of wheat because we've not been spending a lot of time in this area. I think there should be some overlap between the nether and the overworld. You know, if you're in a chunk, whatever chunk you're in the overworld here, should also mean that that chunk of the nether is active. So that you shouldn't have to stay in the overworld to get the wheat to grow, for example, as long as you're in a similar corresponding chunk in the nether. Yeah, that one's ready to go. And you shouldn't have to be in the nether to make the nether wart grow as long as you're in the corresponding chunk in the overworld. At least that's my thought. Alright, 20 wheats should give us about 6 more breads, with a couple left over. Let's see. You notice how we always have an odd number of planks. Always an odd number of planks. And I would get rid of that plank, that one wooden plank, but as soon as you get rid of it, then something else comes up and you have an odd number of planks again. Alright, is it dark again? Because we want to spend another night in the dark. Hunting. Nope. Not dark yet. Okay, let's spend us some time by chopping down some trees. And that's why I like birch trees. It was that simple to chop every single one. As opposed to Mega McAwesome tree here, which has gone out in 3 different directions. And I'm not sure I got all the wood out of there. And creepy cave noises. So either a truck just drove by, or there's still unexplored caves around here.